also want to thank the parties for the way in which they've conducted the hearing. We are in difficult times, and it's a learning curve for us all, given the request for translation. That it wasn't till later that we identified when translation was required. I think one of the things as a learning from this is to try and reduce that time. It's very costly for the court and unnecessary where it's not required. It also meant we adopted a technical system which is external to the ministry as well. So if we could find a way to avoid that, it would be better from our point of view, but surely not from the supplier's point of view. My understanding is at the moment the system can only be provided through Zoom because it has multiple channels, which enables translation. And given the ministry doesn't at this stage favour Zoom, we don't seem to have an alternative. It would be useful to find a way to do this in a more streamlined way. And I'm open to suggestions. I just want to check with parties if how they found the system generally. I've already heard from Mr. Gibbons. So perhaps if I start with you, Ms. Ridling, how have you found the hearing via Zoom generally?
Very good, sir. My expectations were low, and it's far exceeded them, I have to say.
Thank you. Mr. Ketu?
Thank you, sir. I was actually just going to say this is maybe the fourth hearing I've done all online, and this has been the best one, definitely by far. So just thank the court for that, and the services of others who have contributed to that.
Thank you. And for your witnesses, because I sometimes have the witnesses found it convenient. I find some of them have found it better because they don't have the stress of being in a courtroom and all the concerns around COVID. How did your witnesses react?
They had that exact feeling, sir, although what they did miss was the ability for others to be there when they presented. And that's not the court's issue, essentially, but we have restrictions in our own office about that as well. So, yeah.
And I'm sure Ms. Thomas will say the same thing, because it's one of the major concerns when you want your whānau around you to support the mihi and also, of course, the korero that is given. So turning to you, Ms. Thomas, I suspect you would make that comment also about the preference to have the hapu present.
Yeah, yes, sir. And I just wanted to, first of all, support my colleagues in their mihi to the court. I know it was generally because of the te reo Māori interpretation of how we had to do this, and I just wanted to support those mihi and Your Honour's allowance that we can do all of this and support te reo Māori being spoken in the court. I think it was done very well, and I just want to also mihi to Alan and to Mataia Kepa, who provided their services. In terms of my clients, they've said it's worked very, very well. In terms of the YouTube link, that's also been provided for the Zoom as well. So that's allowed, although all of the hapu couldn't participate, I think Mr. Doyle has said there's been a lot of people viewing the YouTube link, so which allows them to do that, but not be part of the proceeding in the Zoom. So the Zoom is there for the counsel, which has been good, and the witnesses, and then the YouTube link for everyone to participate. I think it's been very good, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. And I want to reiterate that from the court's point of view. I think, although it's costly for us, there are a number of cameras involved, and it's significantly improved, I think, the visibility of witnesses and people, and I think we have had a superior service. So I want to thank the suppliers and Alan for that as well.